Hi everyone, this is Lori, and thank you so much for joining me today. I have a really cute, simple little project for you to do, and I think you're really going to enjoy it. We're making these little angel ornaments, and they're extremely lightweight. And if you want to, you don't even have to use the star background. You can make your little angel just like that, poke a little hole at the top, and she'd be finished. Now, in this video, I didn't edit out the parts where I changed my mind. I think that's important to leave those in. As a crafter, you know, that's how we craft. We change our minds a lot, add this, take away that, so you'll see me go through that process too. So with that said, stay tuned and I'll show you exactly how I put these little beauties together. Okay, so the first thing I did is I found this Etsy shop, and she was really inexpensive and had some adorable little angel clip art and all different kinds. Now there are many angels in this set, but I just chose these two, and I was trying to figure out which one I wanted to do, and so I went with this one. Okay, and I printed this out at 3 inches by 3 inches. Alright, now the name of the shop is called Pixels Avenue. It's all one word, and you can find this person on Etsy. I will have a link to her shop on my blog at happybirdsglitternest.blogspot.com, and any other links that you need, I'll also have that on my blog as well. So when you open up my blog, just look for the picture of this project and you'll see everything there. Okay, so the first thing I did is I went online and I found some free 4-inch star patterns. And so this is the one I chose, and yes, I'll have a link to that as well. Okay. Now I was actually thinking I needed some star nesting dies, the metal cutting dies, and I'm still planning on buying those because I think this would really help. I had to do it the old-fashioned way today because, you know, I don't have any star nesting dies to use. So the first thing I did was I took this Silly Winks, and I love this stuff. You can get it at Hobby Lobby, and it is wafer thin, so you can use this in your Cuddle Bug, you know, or the hand cranked machines. You can use this on your Fisker's paper cutter. This cuts very well. You can punch it with your paper punches, so all kinds of things, and no shed. I love that part. Okay, so this is what you'll see stapled to it, and you'll get 12 by 18 sheets. I had to cut this sheet in half. So they have these in many colors. And so what I did is I just rough cut the star, and I stuck it on there with double-sided tape. Okay, and then I took a piece of this Silly Winks Fun Foam and glued them back to back together like that. Alright, so this is how we're going to start, and we're just going to cut this out by hand right on the lines like this, and I just start from the outer edge and then cut inwards. That seems to work the best for me. So we're doing it old school today. But I am excited about getting some star nesting dies because I really need them. I think this would help immensely with my projects. So if you have those, use them. Okay. hold on for just a second, please. I think my cat needs to go potty. Okay, so I went ahead and cut this little star completely out, and we're taking this off, and so now we have something extremely lightweight but sturdy, and it's about 3 millimeters now in thickness. Okay, so the next thing you're going to need is you're going to need to print out some 3x3 images here. Okay, and you can use 80-pound cardstock to glue on the back of this so you can fussy cut this. I'm using this white glitter cardstock. Even though it's 104 pounds, I feel like it's slightly thinner than the 80-pound cardstock. It's kind of that in-between size. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to glue this here on the back and with my Fabri-Tac, and then I'm going to allow it to dry before I attempt any fussy cutting. So that's important, you know, make sure that you allow this to dry. And I'm just going to run this back and forth, letting the nozzle spread the glue, and as you can see, I'm doing it very thin little stripes. Okay, so I'm going to put this right here, press it down, and of course I'm going to allow this to dry completely, which shouldn't take too long, and then we'll be back. Okay, so I'm going to be using a piece of my holographic self-adhesive star sheet, and I'll also put a link to that on my blog. And I'm going to put it right on top. I know I use this all the time, but this seems to be such a game changer for me in my crafting. Oh, I just used the tail end of my double-sided Scotch tape, so it looks like I'm going to have to pick up some more from the Dollar Tree. Okay, I just put this on my thumb. This is just how I do it. And on the side with the paper, I'm just going to do that, and then just do this with my thumb. I've got glue on my thumbnail. There we go. I'm generally quicker pulling that off now, but alright, so let's see. I think I had it this way. So I'm just going to lay it down on top, like this. There we go. So now we're going to fussy cut this out, but before I do that, I'm going to cut this sticky stuff off around the edges so it doesn't hinder me when I'm trying to cut. Okay, so I'm just going to go all the way around. And remember, you can use this white diamond print glitter to do this, or you can use just plain white 80-pound cardstock that they sell at Hobby Lobby. Okay, so now we have all that off. So part of that you may want to use your little Fisker scissors or cutter bee scissors or whatever you have. Oops, sorry, touched my lamp. I'm going to be using these Temu scissors. I just love these, and if you've been following me for any time now, I use these all the time. They're very sharp. I paid like $2 and something cents for them. I think $2.38, $2.48, something like that. The prices change. Okay, so I'm just going to take these scissors and just go around very carefully and very slowly. Just take my time with this. I'm going to go completely around. And of course I won't sit here and make you watch me do all of this, but I'm just showing you, and as you're cutting, it's better if you just cut the excess completely off, because then you don't have to mess with it, and it actually makes your cutting easier. So when you start to have some of the excess hanging there, just cut it right off. Just nip it right off. Just makes the cutting so much easier. And I am going to go in between these little feathers and everything, since I can do that with these scissors. Make sure I'm getting everything with these little points. Yeah, see? I'll have to work on that. But I think it'd be easier to kind of cut downwards like this, as far as the feathers go. Like that. Kind of like we did the tips of our stars that we cut out. We went from the outside in. Yeah. So that's what I'm going to do all the way around, and I won't sit here and make you watch me do the whole thing, but just kind of giving you an idea. And then I really think it makes a difference when you take your time doing this. See what we have so far? And what you're going for is a look like this. See the feathers? I really took my time with those feathers. Okay, so I might go up to here, and then I'll stop and just go around the rest of the way off camera, so I won't make this video too long. Okay, just like that. Oop. Just have to go back and there we go. Let's see, it's coming. And let's see. If you want to make these a little more rounded, you can do that. Just round off the tops. So if I can do this with my eyesight, you can do this too. I'm not cutting a lot off, just the sharpest points at the very tip. Like this, just kind of round them off. Just so they don't look too sharp. See? It's very easy to do that. You don't want them to look square, so you want to cut off a little bit on the side too. So I'm just going to go all the way around. okay? And it'll look really cute by the time I'm finished. And I'm sure that you can do a much easier job and a much faster job than I can, but unfortunately I have my eyes to deal with. So I'll go ahead and finish that, and I'll be back. Okay, so I have my little angel cut out. Right here, right? I think she turned out cute. So I purchased this 3-inch wide strip of, I guess it's considered tulle, but it doesn't shed like tulle. And if you look closely, it has like webbing, okay? Now, I went back to Temu because I purchased this a long time ago, and I clicked on it and it said that it was no longer available, okay? So I researched and researched on Temu, and I found out that basically this was a mermaid table runner, and they've got lots of them. If you type in the words in the search bar on Temu, mermaid table runner sequins, and you have to type in rainbow, not white. And the reason why they say rainbow, I think, is because the sequins are a rainbow color. And so this is a long, long table runner that drapes over your table, okay? And so I ordered the table runner just this morning. It was $3.58 or $59. I'll put the link, but the reason why I'm going into detail about this is because items come and items go on Temu, and there's lots of different sellers selling the same product. So if you click on the link and it's no longer available, at least you'll know the words to type in to the search bar to look for your own, okay? So they had these in many different colors, but okay, so what I did was I took two 3-inch by 3-inch pieces, and I'm just going to lay them on top of each other. So I'm going to use one of my clear rubber bands, little for hair braids, you know. These are. I got these from Dollar Tree, but they sell them any place that has a section, you know, for your hair care. Okay. And this is basically what I'm going to do. I'm going to even this up a little bit and just fold it like this into little pleats, just to make this look nice and full. Then you're going to hold it, take your little clear rubber band and put this in the middle, and you can wrap it around about 4 times or so. And then this is the front. Just make sure everything's nice and even, and see, you have your beautiful little wings. Now I'm going to separate these wings a little bit, give them a little bit of fullness there, huh? Okay, and so this is what you have. Now I'm going to come in and hot glue this right behind the angel's wings here, okay, enough where you can see it poking through the top and the sides. But I'm not going to use my hot glue gun right directly on the rubber band, because it'll just go pop and the whole thing will be open. I'm going to do it right here and here on the sides, okay? So I'm using my mini detail hot glue gun, and place this right about here. Yeah. Let's see. Now, actually, she's cute enough where you could poke a hole right here on the top and hang her just like this, but we're going to use a star background. Alright, and so what I'm going to do here you know, before I put this on, I think it might be easier to put the little gold hanger. Maybe I should use, yeah, I think I'm going to use a jump ring. Well, on second thought, I'm going to have to think about this for a minute. I'll be back. Okay, so I decided not to go with the jump ring after all, okay? So I'm taking a piece of this 1/8 inch wide metallic ribbon. You can get this at Walmart for 97 cents. Okay, they have them in all different colors. And I folded this in half. I'm going to take a little bit of my Fabri-Tac and put some here, just a tiny bit, and I'm going to place this right here at the top. Okay. Now I think what I'm going to do next is I'm going to take one of these little hearts, and these are the Crafter Square clear hearts from Dollar Tree, and they're very pretty. Okay, like that. And I'm just going to put the tiniest amount of Fabri-Tac on the back, just a tiny amount. You don't want it all yucky and all over the place, do you? Sure I got that right. Ugh, I messed up on that one. But I'm going to leave that in, not going to edit it out. I need another rhinestone. I don't need as much Fabri-Tac this time. There we go. That's a little easier. I barely put any Fabri-Tac on. I wanted it just to cover the ribbon. Okay, so there we go. That's the back. Alright, this is the front. And I'm going to put the little angel on first. I want it to look just like this. Now I'm going to be using 2 of these super glue foam mounts. Let me pull my camera up a little bit. Okay. Alright. I got these at the Dollar Tree, of course, hanging up in the hardware section. And I'm just going to put a couple of pieces here right on top of each other. Like that. And I think that's all I need. I might put a little one here too. Okay. I have to cut this one in half though. I should not have done that with those scissors. I have some Teflon scissors that are actually better to cut these in half with because you don't get the sticky on the scissors. But sometimes I don't think. Okay. There we go. And I might put 2 of those on. Just for the heck of it. Alright. So even though these are sticky, I'm still going to put a little bit of hot glue on both sides like this. Don't put it in the middle with a rubber band by accident. Okay, and then there we go. I think this turned out pretty cute. You know what? I don't think we need this on her head after all. So see, I'm leaving in my mistakes, guys. Yeah, don't need it on the back of her head. Okay. So there we go. So how many times have I changed my mind now? 50? Now I am going to put something here though. And I think I'm going to add another little heart. I'm going to put just the teeniest amount of hot glue. I mean, not even hardly a dot. There we go. Then we have the back and the front. There we go. So I think she turned out pretty cute. She's nice and sparkly, that's for sure, huh? And you can also, if you don't want to put the angel on the star, you can leave her just like this. Poke a little hole here with your bottle cap hole punch. String a gold cord through. You can do that too. But I just like the blue star. But it's up to you, huh? So I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you learned something, and thank you so much for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you, and I hope you have a wonderful Christmas. God bless you. Take care now. Bye-bye.